Okay, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Test to Destination. In today's video, I'm sharing some real interview questions from data engineer round that I personally faced in Impetus. This question covers hands-on PySpark, SQL, and Python coding, exactly the kind of stuff you need to crack your next data engineer interviews. I'll walk you through each question, the logic behind it, and the step by step solution you can confidently explain in your own interviews. So make sure to stick around till the end. Let's get started. So you can see the screen just in front of you and the data engineering questions which was asked for all the 4 plus or 3 to 5 years of experience people. So let's get started with the PySpark first. So in Impetus, it was L1 and L2 round, and then it was client round with me. And in the L1 round, it was comparatively more, logical building round. It happened, and like how you can show yourself for the logical reasoning through code. So the first question was compare the sales of the latest date with the previous date for each questions and print the organization with the highest difference. So the question was you need to get the highest difference from each organization as per the latest sales date. I hope the question is clear for all of us. Now I'll ask you to pause this video, do this question by yourself, try it out, and then let's walk you through the solution that I offered them during the interview. So the solution that I actually headed through is like there are columns. We had the data. There are columns like organization, sales amount, date, and you just need to first change the data into the data frame. So the spark.create data frame and data and then columns, and then I have defined the function like window function. First of all, there are many approaches, but we should always, it's a good practice to go with the window partition by function. Always use a rank and all. So window dot partition by organization. First of all, I organize my data through organization and ordered by the date, and then I calculated the previous sales through introducing new column previous sales with the lag window function on the sales amount. So over you can fetch this window spec over here. Now you have come so far that the previous sales and the window functions. Now you need to know the absolute difference. For that, you just need to introduce new column which is called sales difference and the absolute difference of the sales amount minus the previous sales amount. Now you get the data for the absolute difference, and you just need to organize it better, like sort it down. So with that you can order by sales difference and in the descending. Since the question was mentioned that the latest highest difference, you can have it over here with the limit 1. So that was the first question. It was quite easy and doable for all of us, I suppose. Now let's go to the next question. The next question was sort the given using bubble sort. So what happened was, although this is omega, n square solution, but you do not need to practice this. But it was just immediate. Interviewer asked me to solve, like just tell the approach. He was that interview was in very rush, so it was kind of drive. So I just started with the two loop, that is on square. And what I did, it was the sorting of the list without using, without using sorted function, inbuilt function. So basically you have to showcase here your DSA ability. So how it happened, like I created the function, and then for I in range of length of numbers, the length is total, if you'll see, 0, 1, 2, 3. So total is 3 length. So I will iterate through this loop. Now what I've done, I started with some flag like swapped is equals to false, and I again make a loop like j from length of numbers minus 1. Like why I did, because once you reach to the last index of the array, you will get out of index error. That's why. Now if number of j, like now the j is iterating to 0, 1, 2. Now if the number of j is greater than the j plus 1, which is this the next number, so what you can do, you just swap it out. Like number of j and number of j plus 1 is equals to number of j plus 1 and number of j. You are just swapping the two number, these number and these number, you're just swapping it. Whenever the j is greater than the j plus 1, suppose here is 23 is greater than 5, it means this condition satisfied, just swap it here, because we are sorting it out. All right. Now the swapped flag would come to true. And again, if not swapped, the swapped flag is false. If not swapped, then the break out the loop and return only numbers. I hope this question is clear now. And you can also comment down your whatever optimized solution you have in the mind for the sorting. I'll get through it. And let's go to the next question, which was actually asked in the round 2. So the round 1 was also about the project discussion, which I shared my past experiences and how I come through so long with the experience with the text tool, the Airflow, Snowflake, and cloud technologies and all. So it was more about the discussion for half an hour, and then coming to the next round, I was qualified to the next round, which is L2 with the data architects. Now here also they are, just want to check your ability for the SQL part most of the time, because since database is very important for all of data engineers. Now the question was, it was simple, like compare every month salary with the previous month and display more or less or equal, whatever is the category. So you have to do, like, what you can do, there are many type of scenario, or you can they can there are many solutions you can offer. But like, you can use subquery, or you can use CTE, or you can use case when statement, you have to. So I have used the simple case when statements with the lag function. Like, what I did was, there is employee ID, employee name, salary date, and salary. You just need to compare with the previous month and display what is the category it is lying into, more, less, or equal. So if salary is more, then the lag of the salary over partition by employee ID and order by the salary date, then please fall this into the more, else fall into the less, or else fall into the equal. If both the salaries of previous month and the current month is same, then equal. And a salary comparison new column. So from the salary table, and ordered, I have ordered by the employee ID and salary date. I hope this is very, like, pretty much very simple question. You can do it in like within 5 minutes around. So appreciate yourself. Now, coming to the next question, what was focused on the PySpark solution, because they were looking for more about the PySpark oriented people who can, do the configuration part and the transformation part most of the time. So it was again like, the question was asked me first to write the SQL, and then same question convert into the PySpark. So in PySpark, it seems very easy. You just need to convert it into the SQL into the PySpark in the Python language, where you can import library, first of all function, because you are going to use it lag, and then again the window function, what we are doing with employee ID and order by and salary date. Now you are comparing those previous salary and the salary over this window function, and just that's it. You are okay. You are bring it on, like, when column salary is greater than the previous salary, that is more, or else less, or else equal with the new column salary comparison, and just show it. That's it. So the one tricky question between this question have asked with me is, like, how will you show or entire result? Suppose if you'll use this df with comparison plus show, it will show only few records, like 10 records. So if you want to see all the records of these, of that data frame table, how will you do that? So this question was pretty simple. It was like, if you have practiced more on the PySpark transformation part, then you can just use inside show, that is truncate is equals to false. What it does is, it will show the entire data frame rather than just two records. Now, coming to the next question, which was again like, with the data architect, he just want to see your approach, how you are going to solve it, because in the first round, you've already showed, whatever is the simple solution or ON square solution was that. Now he just wanted to check what next approach you can apply as a in L2 round. So this question was saying sorted list. but it was list under list. If you can see the input list, it looks like this. Now he asked me to sort it out with the value. It's like key and value, but just sorted out with the values. So what I have done is we were allowed to use the sorted function. So it was pretty simple again, just two lines of code, like sorted. I've used sorted function input list, and the key lambda would be x, and I iterate with the x element one, and like that, and just print it. Again, this reverse of the string has happened. The next question was reverse the word in a string. So it was again pretty simple. Like you can just split first of all this string. You can split it with the reverse manner and just join it. It will give you the reverse of the string. Suppose sky is blue, so the output should be blue is the sky. So that's the simple solution. The sky is blue. If we'll print this function, it will show the desired result. Now the second method, I also offered like different method and different approaches. Like first we can split it, and then again we can join with the reverse and all. So this was the technical like question. They just wanted to see the basically the approach, how optimized I can do. So the next round of the discussion happened with the client is totally based on the project perspective, like how will you optimize the pipeline, how will you optimize the query which is taking longer than usual time, what will be your approach, and what was the first step, the bottleneck area, how will you do it. So all of that will be covered for the client interview. Always make sure that you are cleared with your project understanding, architecture, even though you have not worked upon all the ETL part like extraction, transformation, and logic, but always remember that whatever part you took into, you have deep, understanding of those pipeline. You just need to have knowledge about your project architecture, because it's very pretty obvious to to get asked like what are you working upon, do you know the background or and all that. So the next question was exactly, if I'll give you the example, it was like suppose you are making a pipeline and the data is coming to S3 every time, like in every second. How will you optimize, how will you do the ingestion part and the transformation part, and also what if the job fails after 2099 runs. So these kind of scenario questions, you can come up with the solution, be prepared with the answer in the notebook, or else just give them that okay, I am about to learn this and I'm working on this part. So yeah, I also cleared the like L3 round, which is client round, and the verdict was I was selected, and that's it. That was the experience with the impetus interview round, and yeah, I hope you get some useful result from this interview experience questions, and you'll start the learning experience the same. Just comment down the optimized solution you can see for all these questions, so that we can all learn and all be on the same page. Thank you.